at age 23, Julian, you got circumcised. And the doctor, Michael Cogan, Toronto, Ontario, Canada native as well, so right here from Ontario, Canada, also joined you on stage afterwards. So before we get into the Warped Tour jam session with the individual that trimmed your hood, I have to ask you, man, what ultimately led to you, led to you getting circumcised in the first place?
How do I put this in like the most concise way possible?
Say it. Just say it. Don't
Say
beat
it.
around the bush.
I was making my sexual debut. There was a certain position that resembles a dog that was very, very painful for me to do, and I was like, am I either gonna live my life in like absolute discomfort and pain, or am I just gonna take a little bit off the top? And that was ultimately the correct answer was just there in the face. I'm like, I have to do it. And I would endorse it if anyone who hasn't done it yet.
It sounded like the style was painful for you, man. Doing that type of style, was a little bit painful.
Yeah. It was not a fun healing process. It was bedridden for like 10 days and I had to wait 4 weeks to use it properly. And yeah, it was not it. Amazing.
But with that being said, as we got like the reason why you got your hood trimmed out of the way.
Yeah.
Tell us a bit more about how you got Michael on stage with you at Warped Tour. Like, what is the story behind that ordeal? Because I got to say, that is the most bizarre but most phenomenal thing I've ever seen. Like, you got to play with the doctor that circumcised you.
Yeah, that was like a moment that Tristan, I remember I mentioned to Tristan, like, man, it would be absolutely fucking crazy if like one day we can just get him on stage, even just to like announce us, but I didn't know he was a musician. But like so I'm from Ontario also, so like I went to Dr. Cogan. He was recommended to me by my family doctor, and after when the surgery happened, it really didn't feel like I would ever see this guy again. But when we started getting a lot of buzz around Surge 23, it started going gangbusters. I reached out to him, like I emailed him, and I was like, "Hey man, I don't know if you're aware, but this shit's starting to go crazy. Like, would you be open if we interviewed you for a reel, just for like views and stuff?" And we ended up doing like a Zoom interview with him where I just talked to him and asked him a bunch of very rude questions about what happened. And yeah, it got to a point where like every time we'd release the video of a song was playing alive, it would go viral, and I was like, man, like we just released an album. I don't want to continuously be known for this one joke song, but for a final send off, I want to have him come on stage at a festival if we can swing it, and that happened to be Warped Tour this year. Bless you, or every coffin.
Thank you.
Yeah.
How high are you, Bill?
And it's not every day. I mean, especially because you say Michael was a musician even before this happened. So it's not every day, a doctor that's a musician on the side does a circumcision for a 23-year-old and then